What is up? What is up, everyone? What is up, YouTube? We are back with another video. We are back with another Christmas special this year. What a year it has been. You know, there has been some ups, some downs, and all arounds this year. Probably not just for me, probably for everybody. So I hope you had a great year. Whatever problems might have had, whatever kind of struggles you might have had. Hope you got through them, and we're going to start this next year off stronger than last year. So let's get into the video. So today's video, kind of want to talk about something, you know, simple in structure, right? And something that I feel probably a lot of people, overlook possibly. And oh, sorry, hold on. Sorry, I was messing with this box here. The font is white. Trying to I don't know how to edit it. But anyway, it's something that probably a lot of people overlook. And in basic market structure. I can't see what I'm writing. Hopefully I wrote that right. Okay, yeah, cool. So 4 elements to a key setup, right? So when you think of elements to a trade setup, right? What's the main thing that you want to see in your trade, right? And to get an overall bias in your trade, to get a overall analysis on what you're looking at, and that's overall direction, right? And how do you know what the overall direction is, right? In your elements to a trade setup, right? What's the key element for direction, right? Well, that would be your expansion. And by the way, the 4 key elements, right, are consolidation, expansion, retracement, and reversals. So, um, right, it'll always start with consolidation, right? Consolidation will always be, your first step. So if you see, right, in this example here, um, if you see in this diagram here that I have drawn out, and we'll get into some uh, live charts as well, right? You see the consolidation phases before a huge expansion or a reversal, right? So it'll always be consolidation. It'll always be consolidation, expansion will be your second. And then these two right here, retracement or reversal, depending on, if you're reaching a higher time frame point of interest, like here, right, to where a reversal can occur, or you're going to get a retracement into another expansion or continuation, whichever one you would like to call it, right, to continue on with a bullish or bearish order flow. Okay? So, going to erase this stuff here. Okay. And we're going to look at some more examples here. I got any other marks? Okay. So yeah, we see this example here, right? We have consolidation and then expansion, right? And after this expansion occurs right here, right, we see a break of structure to the upside, right? So we have an expansion to the upside, giving us bullishness, right? So after we see that break of structure to the upside here, right, we want to wait for the next step, the next element into this trade setup is a retracement back to, that point of interest here, where that previous structure had gotten broken, right? Where the last area of selling, if you were looking for a buy in particular, right? That last area of selling before that huge expansion, right? Before that huge expansion to the upside, that huge break of structure to the upside, right? So we got another example here. I'm gonna move this right there, and now we can look at this example here, right? So this example here, we have, just a diagram of retracement or excuse me, expansions and retracements, right? So we're looking at this, and in a bearish trend, right? In a bearish trend, right, you're going to get your expansions to the downside. And in a bullish trend, you're going to get your expansions to the upside. Right? So if we look right here from the start of this high to this low, right, we have an expansion to the downside, which is the red line. This high to this low. Now, we see where the last bit of buying was before this expansion to the downside, right? It was right around in this area here, right? And we see a retracement and expansion. Last area of buying, we see a retracement and an expansion and a retracement back into this area here, right? And did it give us a higher high? No, it didn't. So we're still in bearish order flow, right? So, you can see from a high to a low, to a high, to a low, to a high, to a low, right? We're getting bearish order flow, expansion, and retracements. Now, if we look closer to the right over here, right, we see how this lower low right here gets created, and then price comes back down on a retracement and matches this low here, right? This demand area. And what do we see from this area right here, right? We see a W formation and then a reversal, right? So we get our consolidation here, our reversal, our retracement, and then our expansion. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So let's look at the next slide here. So expansions and retracements. I'm trying to keep that label the whole time on here, and it's like in the way. But yeah. So simple diagram here of expansions and retracements. For bullish expansions, I have blue, and for bearish expansions, I have red. So you can see right here, plain and simple, something to train your eyes to see. Right, we have bullish expansion, bearish retracement, bullish expansion, bearish retracement, bullish expansion, and then look, price retests off of that previous area of broken structure here, but it doesn't give us, price doesn't give us a new higher high from this area here, right? So we go into a consolidation phase, right? Remember it in the beginning of the video, I said it will always start with consolidation, right? You'll never go into like uh, a retracement and then reversal and then consolidation and then a retracement and then an expansion and then no. It's always consolidation, and then you get either an expansion. Okay, let's do a bullish scenario here. Let's do a bullish scenario here. So you would get always why can't I draw? Okay, so you would start with consolidation, right? So you have your consolidation here. Now you would either get your expansion to the downside, grabbing liquidity here, or excuse me. You would get your expansion to the downside here, grabbing liquidity, and then you would see a reversal, right? Or you'll get your consolidation and an expansion to the upside and a retracement back to your demand zone, right? Before another expansion. So your buying, right, would be after or during, I guess, the retracement phase back into your demand zone. And this was a buy example here. So, retracement, or excuse me, expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement, expansion, and then we go into consolidation, and then you see here a reversal, right? So this impulse here is that reversal. And then what happens after the reversal? We get this retracement and then an expansion, a retracement, and an expansion again, right? Pretty simple stuff. Pretty simple, right? So I hope you guys are understanding this so far. And it's nothing different, guys. It's nothing different to what I look for all the time in my trade setups, right? It's literally, structure here, right? We have a high, breaks structure, retest, breaks structure, retest, right? And you get that expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement, right? It's all the same. We are just looking in a different perspective of structure here, on this Christmas special. Guys, it's Christmas. I gotta give you guys something, special. So, you know, but yeah, nonetheless, hope you guys are, getting some value, learning from this video. let's move on to the next slide here. How many more we got left? Okay, so we got one picture left and then a couple examples um, on the chart. So here we go. So 4 elements to a key setup. So really, this diagram here, I don't even really need to explain that much, but um, if you guys want, always you can screenshot this right here as well and save this picture because this can help you, frame your trade setup uh, in the future. This picture alone here can help you. So you see right here, you have the last bit of selling, right? The last bit of selling here in this area. And then look, a huge expansion to the upside. Well, what happens after expansion? Well, usually a retracement. And if we expand to the upside, we're going to have a retracement back to the downside. And if we expand to the downside, we're going to have a retracement back up to the upside to then sell again, right? So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, last area of selling here, and then a huge expansion to the upside. So what happens after that expansion? We get this retracement here in the red shaded area back into that last area of selling, right? Before giving us another huge expansion again. And maybe some of you guys are gonna ask, you know, can I look at this on every time frame? Can I see these types of things on every time frame? And my answer is yes. You can trade the same way. Any trading strategy, any style, any any strategy, any technique, you can use that on any time frame that you are trading on. It doesn't matter the time frame. Structure will always be structure, right? So yeah, let's get into this next slide here. So now we have some chart examples here. Actually, I'm going to look at this one first. So we're going to look at these chart examples right quick, and then I'll get out of here and you guys can enjoy your uh, Christmas Eve. So you have this over here. Okay, so what do we see, right? Let's get through these right quick. So what do we see in this diagram first, right? Well, what did we talk about, right? Number one is always consolidation, right? So we see consolidation here first in this gray shaded area. Now what happens? We get a huge buying impulse, right? A lot of buying orders came in. We see a huge increase in volume, right? So price shoots to the upside, giving us an expansion. So number one was consolidation. Number two was expansion, right? And where was the last area of selling or consolidation before the expansion? Right here, right? Right here, this gray shaded area. So we have 1, 2. Now what comes after an expansion, right? Well, we're going to get either a reversal or a retracement. And in this example, we get a retracement, right? So here's three elements, right? I'm not going to write all that out. Three elements into this example that could have gave you a profitable trade setup, right? Consolidation, expansion, and retracement. And if you look again, from after this retracement occurs, we get another expansion to the upside. And of course, right, after expansion is either um, a reversal or retracement. And you see a price immediately come back into that demand zone, these last areas of high volume selling before the expansion to the upside, right? We get a clean reaction off of those areas there for 48 pips on Euro USD, right? So next slide here. So this one is interesting here. So look, number one, always consolidation. Yeah? So consolidation in this green box, and look, we get an expansion. So number two, expansion. Now, what was number three, right? It was either a retracement, reversal. So right here, we see a reversal on this. So we get our expansion to the upside, grabbing liquidity, but then ultimately we get a break of structure to the downside, right? We get a break of structure to the downside. And after this reversal, right, we go into a retracement and then another expansion, right? So, you guys are obviously you're gonna have to, just like with uh basic market structure or smart money or any type of trading strategy, right? You're gonna have to put time in it and into understanding what you're looking at, training your eyes and building that muscle memory for your trades, right? So this is the last slide, the last example before I get out of here. And yeah, this is probably one of the more cleaner examples. But so we're on Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame, but we have a 1 hour demand zone, a 1 hour point of interest, right? So what do we see, right? So on the 1 hour, there was this last bit of selling before a huge break of structure to the upside, right? Giving us that expansion. And yeah, there will be times where consolidation is not your number one and expansion is your number one. And once like I said, um, it just takes time to train your eyes and your muscle memory to detect these things in the market, and it will get easier, right? It will get easier over time. Right, so look right here. All right, we have an expansion here, consolidation, and then from where price had left off, right, we have uh, a demand zone where price needs to retrace back from, right? So, what can we take from this after price retraces back into that demand zone, right? We can expect another expansion, right? And if this demand zone here is going to fail, well then after this consolidation, right, we're not going to get a retracement. It's going to be a reversal, right? We're going to break these lows and not have another expansion to the upside, right? So, you know, one thing, um, one thing to take away from this right? And everybody's biggest struggle in trading is finding the overall direction, the overall bias in the market, right? And with these four elements to a key trading setup, right? What it's going to give you is, you're going to understand, what is price doing now, what happened, where price came from, and where price potentially can head to, right? And what I mean by that, real quick, last example here, right? Say you have a higher time frame point of interest here, right? But we're in a demand area and we see an expansion to the upside here, like this, right? Well, we want a retracement back into our last area of selling before that expansion to get another retracement back to the upside again, right? So if our higher time frame is bearish and our lower time frame just switched to bullish, right? Now we know that we're in a bullish retracement back into this higher time frame point of interest to possibly go bearish again. So hope you guys understood all that, or understood most of it, got some value, and just a simple video, nothing, nothing too deep on this Christmas, something that you guys can, you know, simply back test uh in your free time. So, but anyways, if you guys got some value in the video, make sure to give me a like, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and comment down below, comment down below how your year's been, and what you learned from the video. And don't forget to hit that notification bell as well, so when I upload the future videos. But you know I want to say before I get off here, I just appreciate everyone, all of you guys that have stayed with me, supported me. I know that sometimes I might have a lack of content being put out, and you know life can always catch up to you. And I think I've been putting out more content recently, and here next year coming up, I would like to continue to put out more videos and more lessons and more value for you guys, so we can make this year better than last year. We can always all learn and grow together, change our lives together. And the future is always bright, and the only way to go is up. So you guys have a good Christmas, and until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.